What's going on, guys? My name is Richard and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about the top 5 trading books that helped me develop as a trader and also dramatically lowered that learning curve. And it's so crazy that for $20 to $30 we can gain all the knowledge and expertise of these great stock market wizards, and we can learn from their successes, from their mistakes, and hopefully apply that to our own trading performance. So for this video today, I picked out 5 books I think would most help a complete beginner, and I think these are a great place to start because, as we know, those first few months and few years are so hard as you're trying to find a style and are also learning the language of the stock market. So if you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and leave a like down below. It really does help me out and my channel. And if you are new, welcome, and go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. But diving into the first book, let's talk about How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market by Nicholas Darvas. And I think as a complete beginner, this is a great place to start. It's easy to read, it's fun, entertaining, and it's written in a narrative style, and you kind of learn with Darvas as he makes mistakes and ultimately finds what works for him. So in this book, he goes over the key concept that Darvas developed called the Darvas box. And basically, this is like a short-term base where a stock is bouncing in between support and resistance, and then you actually buy when it breaks through that resistance and hopefully goes on for a nice run. I think there's a great lesson here in this book because Darvas was able to find extraordinary success while traveling across the world, dancing and putting his orders in by telegram. Nowadays, we have got TradingView, we can watch our positions by the minute, but that definitely doesn't help you. And Darvas actually found that by putting his orders and stop loss orders by telegram and letting them work, he was able to find that he would stay in positions longer and ride out those winners. So an important lesson that he learned was to have a detachment from the market and let your stocks work for you. Moving on to number 2, we've got How to Trade in Stocks by Jesse Livermore. And Livermore was probably one of, if not the greatest stock market speculators of all time. And he was able to find incredible success in the 1920s, even making money during the Great Depression by shorting the market. And this book presents a lot of timeless rules and guidelines, such as cutting your losses, following the leaders, learning what normal price action looks like. And overall, it's just a very interesting and easy read. Just like the Darvas book, this is written in a narrative style, and it also presents a lot of interesting facts about Livermore's process and life. For instance, it starts by talking about how each and every year he would lock himself up inside a bank vault with $50 million and analyze each of his previous trades from the past year. And after he was done and wrote down notes, he would then take some money and go spend it for a couple weeks before once again focusing on the stock market. So an excellent read, really informal, similar to Darvas, and great for beginners. Moving on to number 3, we've got the Growth Stock Trading Bible, How to Make Money in Stocks by William O'Neill. And this is such a great book. I've learned so much from this, and each time that I reread it, I pick up something new. So this book and really all the books on this list never get old. You can always read them again and get something different from it the second time around. At the beginning, he goes through dozens of annotated charts that show you what to look for in terms of price and volume to find those excellent growth stocks. And he goes through the entire CAN-SLIM methodology and gives you a ton of different rules to buy, to sell, to cut your losses. And if you're looking for a basis for a trading plan, this book is an excellent foundation. Moving on to book number 4, we've got Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard from Mark Minervini. And Minervini's books are probably my favorite reads overall. They help build off that O'Neill methodology and add even more value. Mark lays out exactly what you should focus on to find the best of the best stocks and how to ride out their trends. He tells you what to look for in terms of fundamentals and technicals and shows you exactly when to buy them using the SEPA methodology. And as a techno-fundamentalist, Mark's strategy really resonates with me, and it's probably the one that I kind of base my trading style off of the most. And overall, he's got excellent stuff in here, and probably his most important chapters are the ones on risk management, because truly that is how you're going to make a lot of money in the stock market, by managing that risk-reward relationship. And that brings us to the 5th and final book on this list, which is also from Mark Minervini, and that is Think and Trade Like a Champion. And Mark's second book really is just as useful as the first one and kind of expands on his ideas. And in this one, he focuses a little bit more on what a trader will experience. So what mindset you're going to need to have, how to set position sizing, how to practice good risk management. And trading in the end comes down to simple math. You have to balance the risk-reward relationship to ensure that you're not just relying on being right all the time in order to be profitable. And this book really dives deep into that concept. And it's important to understand that being successful in trading isn't just about picking the right stocks. Probably that's about 10% of it. The other 90% is managing those positions and having the right mindset. So that's what's so important about Mark Minervini's books, and that I think is a great thing to learn as a new trader. So that pretty much covers the 5 top books that I would suggest, and I'll probably make a follow-up video to this one because to cut it down to 5, I definitely had to leave out a few fantastic books. But an important thing to realize that just like there's thousands of stocks out there and you should only trade and focus on a few of them, there are also thousands of stock trading books out there and only a handful that you should read and reread. So focus on the best of the best from the best of the best stock traders, and you will learn from them and your performance will improve. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and please remember that if you did, leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new to the channel. But that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in future videos.